What's up, guys? Shoot, come on. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? No, come on. Come give me a hug, man. Where's Mike going? Come give me a hug, dude. What's up, Joel? Give me a quick hug. What's up, bro? What's up? You can come talk to me. I'm gonna introduce this and then come talk. Both of you, come talk. Hey, man. 24 hours. Gotta be something. Yeah. So, can we get Tyler and Joel in here right after I introduce? Cool. You guys come in. Right out. Oh, both of you. Not yet. Let me introduce first. We're good? Hey, everyone. I am Jonathan Anderson, CEO here at the Good News Rescue Mission. So what we're doing today is something called Conversation on the Bench. We have a few hundred rescue missions just nationwide, and a lot of us, maybe, I don't know, a couple hundred of us, are all taking part of this event where for the next 24 hours, I will be sitting on this bench. Other CEOs of other missions will be sitting on their benches, and we're just going to have conversations with anyone in the community. So it could be our guests, it could be our students, anyone from the whole community can come in, sit down, have a conversation. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. But ideally, conversations centered around homelessness, addiction, abuse, trauma, mental illness, the whole bit. These are issues that just kind of plague our society. What are the things that we as organizations are doing? What are things that we as a community can do? What are the experiences that some people are having in real life? So that's what we're doing for the next 24 hours. The team's a little upset at me because I brought my own bench to this event, but for 24 hours, I need a last. If you are in the community and you're watching this and you want to come down and have a conversation, come on down. We're at 3075 Veda Street, 3075 Veda Street. If you want to come down and bring me a coffee to help me last 24 hours, feel free. If anybody wants to bring me some smoked brisket from Odell's, I guess that'd be tomorrow, but smoked brisket, ribs, whatever. We're going to have a good time. So I think the first person, if we're ready, can we bring in Tyler Clifford from Clifford Realty right here in Redding, California, is here. So come on, Tyler. Where's Joel? Can we get Joel too? We would love to have Joel as well. Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy?
Jonathan.
What's up, Jimmy?
Man, this is way
yeah, come on, Joel. That's okay. I'll ask the questions.
Yes.
Come on. This is great. So, can we hear them on the mic?
Can you hear us
Yeah.
on the mic?
How's that? So, our first people here today is Tyler and Joel Clifford. They are the owners of Clifford Realty, brokers and realtors here in Redding, California. Man, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for coming down. They didn't expect. I don't think that we're going to bring them on.
For this.
You guys have any questions for me, or would you like me to ask you questions?
You start.
Okay. Here's some questions. Here's some questions that I have. So you have a brokerage, real estate brokerage right here in town. You are in the downtown business district. Yep. You see a lot of foot traffic.
Absolutely.
Of the issues that we're dealing with. As a business owner, what are you seeing? What are you experiencing?
We have been down there.
How many years has it been now? Almost a decade. So, when we first, where our office is now, and we bought that building, it was actually, I would call it caged up because there were so many homeless there. We'd regularly find hypodermic needles.
Oh,
outside.
And as we cleaned up the property and kept it clean, and we really focused on some good lighting over the years, it's gotten a lot better. But it's a constant work to just make sure that you keep it clean, because if you let something go,
Yep.
they'll see it as a place to use. But we've found out that lots of good lighting and just making things where they're not accessible helps. But I would say though, since we've purchased over the last decade, I would paint a picture of progress the whole time. Like it seemed, it's gotten better. There's waves though. It's like all of a sudden we'll see, man, a whole bunch of new people down here. Like you can tell, like oh, those homeless people, we know them. Like some I even know their names, and like they're, maybe one guy will stay across the street for a couple months. We'll like know this person, and but yeah, it seems like an ebb and flow.
Sure.
But I think downtown, I've really been impressed with RPD. We have had really a lot of help from them. I mean, we'll call, and they'll be right on it, and I mean, really have helped us out. And I can tell they're really working on downtown Reading, and it's improved a lot.
That's good, and this is a good point for, I think, people to know too, is, Reading Police Department has their crisis intervention response team. And so when you call them in particular, it's really not cops who are just coming along and shuffling people. A lot of times what they're doing is they will make contact with people, and then they will find resources around the community that will help the person as well. And since RPD has started the CERT team, it has been a profound effect on our community, and really just helping people be identified who don't have help and get them plugged into resources. Obviously, not everyone takes part of that, but I agree with you. From our end, we have a storage up here where we keep a lot of supplies that the CERT team can come and grab supplies to be able to bring to people and try to work on them and get them back into resources. So that's been a huge asset.
Do you guys have, like, how we experience, we'll kind of see like a new group come through? Is that the same experience that you have here at the mission?
Totally.
Where do people go and where are they coming from?
Yeah, great question. What we see is kind of that ebb and flow. Over the past 11 years, we have provided services for 18,000 people, which is a lot of people for this small community. We're only 100,000 in Reading, so that's a large number of people. I would say 90% of those people are all born and raised right here, Reading, in the Shasta County as a whole. We have seen it's you don't have a lot of people coming from outside areas, things like that. That happens, but
there's these rumors of busloads of people being dropped off here from different areas and stuff, but that's not the case.
That's not the case. This is our own people, our own population. For people who do come here, who have been stranded, and they have family elsewhere, we do have a family reunification program where we will reunite them with their families in other areas if the family's willing to care for them. Since we started that, Joe Wong helped us start it.
Yeah, put a lot into that.
So we have reunited a little over 800 individual people back with their families since we started that.
That was a huge, awesome thing because getting them close to their family, that's their resources.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Let me ask this: as a business owner, you have people who might be camping out in front of your place of business, behind your place of business. You said you've dealt with having to clean up hypodermic needles, things like that.
A lot less lately. I'd say it's been a couple of years.
Oh, that's good to know.
2-3 years since.
What kind of toll does that take on you and your morale as a business owner, if it does?
Half the time the homeless are approachable and they'll listen to me and like, hey, I usually 5 times I play the role of not being the owner. If they know you own the building or the property, I always play a role of, hey man, I'm going to get in trouble here. Can you help me out and maybe move? We got customers coming. You're scaring my employee. She's in there. She's scared. A lot of times they're actually, I totally understand. They were asleep, whatever. If it becomes where it looks dangerous or it's hostile, well, then I'll just call RPD and they take care of it.
Yeah.
Every time. I mean, but to your question, morale as a business owner, it's not prevalent enough to where it's going to affect our morale.
Good.
In fact, if I had to pick a place in Reading, I like our location. There's a lot of locations suffering from this. It's a lot of people think, just downtown Reading or something, but actually it's become a lot better, and it's part of our community, and it's with the brighter lights and the steps you can take to prevent it, it's not that bad. It's not like and maybe I've just grown up here, I'm used to it. Some people have told me that, but I really don't. It's not like someone's not at our doorstep every day or anything like that.
They usually just move along.
They do.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's when you give them dark, covered corners and stuff, and we have some of those, but we've put gates up and blocked them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I say this often, but I believe in order for any community to thrive, your law enforcement has to thrive, your tourism has to thrive, and your business economy has to thrive. Those three things really have to thrive. As long as you have people sleeping on the streets in front of a place of business, well, your business economy is strained, your tourism is actually detracted, and your law enforcement, it takes a massive toll. And so it's really important for all of us as a community to really identify that is a fact. There are people sleeping in front of places of business. So how do we as a community come up with the creative solutions to compassionately provide resources for people? Because when we do that, the entire city flourishes. Everything will prosper. And I think that's an important message to really get out there and try to rally the whole community about, well, what are the solutions? I love that something you said is, hey, I know some of the people by name, right?
Yeah.
Building relationship, building rapport with those who are safe to do that with, because there's some who are not. But building that relationship and rapport actually starts to bring healing into people's lives as well.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that you do that. I love that you know people by name.
Yeah. It sounds just whatever. But I've brought them food sometimes. I've brought them water. But honestly, this one time, I'll just tell the story. The gal, there's a group of them on the side of my office, and this one lady, I've seen her a lot, and I've actually called RPD on her before, and they know her by name. But she was obviously coming down off of something, and she was having a really hard time, and she asked me, just, do you like, I need a drink, and I gave her a beer, and she thanked me. I know this is like, what are you talking about? But I have actually, and that person, she remembered that I was nice to her, and I think she actually maybe really needed. I don't know. I'm not a drug counselor or anything, but yeah, I've had compassion. I felt for her, and she remembered, and she never messed with our office again after that. And
man, you're just building relationships. You're building a
it's probably not a
human
good
connection.
People say how that's a bad thing to do, but I just, being honest, I have interacted with the homeless down there in many different ways, hung out with them. At times was one guy, I talked to him for like an hour. We just talking about, life. And like this morning, I asked him, I wanted to know, I go, man, you sleep here on the concrete and it's been really cold. And I go, I go to chiropractor and stuff. And like, how do you do this? He goes, actually, after a while, it's more comfortable actually on the concrete. And he's like, no, you get used to it. And it's actually, he goes, you get cold. He was like, cardboard and stuff's good. He goes, but he goes, I don't mind it at all. You get used to it.
Oh man.
Wow.
But
that guy that I'm referring to, he's usually on Pine Street. He lives downtown. He has the high water pants. He always has the same, and sometimes he carries like a little briefcase, actually. But
yes, I know who you're referring to. Yeah.
He's approachable. We've talked a lot. He has his good days and bad days,
Yep.
but
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, that is amazing to me. I love that you're building relation, building a connection. What you are experiencing is what we would refer to as people who are chronically homeless. I would say a lot of the people that you are interacting with, like the gentleman in this case, might be 10, 15 years of sleeping on the streets here, some even 20 years. Right?
This guy, since we bought her, but he's been around. Yep.
Yeah. And so, but the population of people that we predominantly serve here at the mission are people who might have only been, a few weeks to a few months of experiencing homelessness. They're here, and we're able to help stabilize them and get them back into housing before they wind up chronically homeless.
Yeah.
It's that chronic homeless population that is so difficult to convince someone to come in to get resources because they've been providing for themselves successfully, right, by staying alive for the past 15 years.
Well, I know that guy we're referring to. He likes his freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how do we as a society approach that? That's those more difficult conversations. Some will say, "Who am I to tell you that you have to live inside of a house?" Right? Who am I to tell you that's the standard that you have to live for?
Is there ever a time that they do seek resources? Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, some do, but those who have spent, say, 15 plus years on the street, no, they are fully self-sustaining, and they know how to survive. Yeah. It is very fascinating. So that's an interesting dynamic that we're
Like
dealing
that
with.
guy we're referring to.
Yeah.
There's I know of a few other business owners. We all know him, and he has places that he can comfortably sleep because business owners will actually let him.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is an interesting dynamic. As I have more and more of these conversations, I think it's going to be really cool. I will probably have so many ideas in my mind at the end of this 24 hours of I'm probably going to come back and be like, Tyler, I've got some ideas. Let's do some stuff here. But
Like that guy, I wouldn't consider him a problem.
Yeah.
He's kind of part of our downtown in a way, But that's like a different category of homeless. Right? We've got all these different. Then we've got the
different category.
He's like I've never seen him shooting up needles or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does or what, but and he's not being destructive. He'll come over and say, hey, don't worry, I didn't pee at your building. I peed in a bottle and I poured it over there. He'll say, like, oh, it's very kind of you, thank you.
Yeah.
Which is kind.
Yes,
Thanks for not just peeing at the front door or going, number 2 at the front door, because that happens. I got a shovel in the closet special. It's the shovel,
Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
There is definitely a distinction that we have to make, as well as, like this gentleman, you would say, man, he's relatively safe.
Yeah, like if my wife was going out to the car, I wouldn't think he's going to attack her. Or if I saw him sleeping on the side, I'm not going to feel threatened. And he's going to try to clean up his own trash. He does. He doesn't leave a big mess. Some of the other people, they set up their camp, and like one person, they took nail polish and painted all over our office, all over the front door, all over the ground, and that doesn't just come off.
Yep.
And those guys were hard to deal with, but it was actually funny because one of those guys talked about going to Columbia school. I'm like, yeah, my wife went to Columbia when she was little too, and we ended up making this connection, but there was 2 of them, and it was like 6 a.m. I was to work early, and that was a little dicey. But once again, I just talked to him in a regard that like helped me, So.
Which guy?
Was he signed up?
I don't know. We'll be okay though. Yeah, they'll let us know. Don't worry. It's gonna be like this. No, don't worry. You're just fine. I think.
Important things to say.
Oh no, you are very important.
I'm here 24 hours.
What fascinates me is something that we're talking about. There's this idea. So we have a gentleman that comes by your place of business that you would feel is relatively safe. I've built relationship with him over the past 10 years. He's chronically homeless. I know him by name. Then there's also people where it's like, ooh, they are definitely not safe. This is not an okay population. Now, here is what's fascinating to me. You have a home. I have a home. Most of the people watching this all have a home. We have friends and family who come to our homes, right? Sometimes they're a little eccentric. I've got family members who are a little eccentric, right? Sometimes we don't always agree with their lifestyle even. I've got certain family members, I'm like, yeah, that's not something I'd be doing in my life, right? But you're still welcome to come to my house, and we still have a relationship. I still love you. Why? Because you're safe to be in my house. Totally safe.
Right. Yeah.
And I trust you at my house. But if you were to come to my house and be destructive of my home, I can
kick
no
the
longer
door
welcome
in
you,
and,
right?
and leave a bunch of
I can't welcome you. If I couldn't trust you around my children, I can't welcome you to my house anymore. That isn't an issue of someone being homeless or not homeless. That's just an issue of human character. That's all it is, right?
Right.
And I think
Yeah,
if
that's
we start to
interesting, yeah.
think of
Yeah.
people who are experiencing homelessness, if we think of them in that type of light, man, our hearts and our attitudes, I think, begin to change. Because you might even, the
You can't
gentleman,
just label them all
Yeah.
this way or that
the,
way.
the guy that you're referring to, you might even be like, hey, come into my place of business, let's sit down, let's talk, let's play some cards. You might even be willing to do that. But there's those individuals who'd be like, no, you shouldn't even be around my place.
Absolutely.
Because you're
100%.
destructive and you're not safe.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that if we have that mentality, it changes, I think, the way we interact with people as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. No, I actually, there's something about it too. I'll take extra time. I feel like
Yeah.
there's something that, yeah, this is a person,
Yeah.
you know?
Totally.
But yeah, it's
Totally.
true. They're not, yeah, they're all individuals. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it must be like that guy, what he was taught when he was young or something. But yeah, he wants to pick up his trash, even if he's completely annihilated.
Yep.
He's like,
Tell right away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
That
Sure.
is one, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
especially like safety downtown, and I'll usually know right away. You just kind of look at someone and you're like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep my, be alert. But then other times, like, no, don't go back
Yeah.
the other way,
Yep.
or lock the door.
but like walking down, like I always walk to lunch. Yeah, almost every day.
You like to walk.
I love walking downtown. Walking downtown Reading is one of my favorite things about being
Yeah.
down there. You just, I love downtown Reading. But I have not had problems walking, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I've
sure.
never been walking and someone come up and want to fight. I've had people spazzing out, next to me or something, but
Yeah.
not like I've never been assaulted or anything downtown.
Yeah.
So.
I would say Reading is incredibly safe. I know there are some people who might have grown up here, born and raised. They haven't experienced too much outside of here, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this isn't a safe area." It is incredibly safe. But I grew up in the East Bay in California, in the early '80s and '90s, and it was incredibly unsafe.
Yeah.
So I might have an unfair bias to that, but no, this is a beautiful place. It is very safe. I think some people just are uncomfortable when they see someone who might not fit what societal norms are, and
Yeah.
sometimes we put unfair judgments on people. But there are those, we can't minimize, there are those who are absolutely not safe to be around because of severe mental health issues or a severe high from drugs that they're not safe at the moment, and so we do need to be aware and cognizant
Unfortunately,
of
I
that.
think there is a little more of a stigma that there's a lot of mental health issues because we know that
Yeah.
a lot of the resources have been taken away.
Yeah,
When I first graduated nursing school, we did during nursing school, did time at like a couple of the different facilities.
yeah,
And they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
None of them. There were inpatient facilities, outpatient facilities. That feels so
I don't
close.
think they can hear you.
But they are.
yeah.
They were like houses that they'd have like 14 beds,
Hmm.
and they'd have people that live there and help them with
Yeah.
vacation. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people just know the resources aren't there. So, yeah, maybe there's a little bit of a stigma that it is all mental illness.
Yeah, sure.
And don't want to engage because they don't know how.
Yep.
We're all worried about safety. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. It's unfortunate. A lot of those got closed down. So,
Yeah. Something we've been doing here at our property is during the summer months, every month we do a huge block party right behind the building here. So we shut down the whole street. We have live music, games. We've got a dunk tank that Tyler is going to go in next year so we can dunk him in the water.
I'd love to do it.
You know, but we throw these massive block parties, and we'll get 100, 200 people coming off the streets into these block parties, and we have a lot of people from the mainstream community, and it is such a fun event. You would not really know any difference than if you were like downtown at one of the food truck parks on an evening where everybody's just having a good time. It's a big party. You wouldn't know the difference, right? And unless you walked up to most of the people and said, "Hey, where do you live?" and they're like, "Oh, I'm sleeping in a encampment," you wouldn't even know that, right? And you have kids out there too. And so that is where I think those stigmas come into play, and that's one of the ways we're trying to help dismantle those stigmas in the community by doing more of that and inviting more of the community together, the mainstream community, to integrate these populations. We are firm believers that really it's a relationship that transforms lives and creates healing. And so the more that we can break down stigmas, break down stereotypes, bring people together, the more I think we'll see healing on both sides of our community, the mainstream side and the population that we're serving. And that's just, that's kind of something we're trying to do. And I see it happening and I see it working. And it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so at the end of this, I'm wondering if there's more ways that we as an organization can reach out and support you as business owners as well. So I'm going to have a ton of ideas after this. I'm sure. All of them will involve dunk tanks with Tyler and brisket from Odell's. That's where all my ideas and some good
Who's bringing the
coffee,
brisket?
you know, yeah.
From
We got Dutch
Odell's,
Bros
not
coffee
just
across the
brisket,
street
but
here, so
brisket from
maybe
Odell's.
that too, yeah.
Okay, are we good? Are we done?
Yeah, that's up to you guys. That's up to you guys. Yeah,
Wait, don't you
yeah.
have some more to say?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for coming over, supporting the event,
Well,
hanging
yeah.
out. Of course we can get a picture.
Yeah, and we need to bring back a real, just like a cement
Oh,
bench.
you're gonna have to get in here too. What are you saying? Cement
Yeah,
bench?
this is
24
my
hours.
vision of this 24-hour bench was like some pulled cement.
I thought it was like a concrete bench or something.
It was wooden benches. And then I was last night I'm sitting on my back patio just trying to decompress, prepare for this. I'm playing the guitar and I'm sitting on this. I'm like, wait a minute, 24 hours? This is what I want to sit on. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Oh, Joelle, thank you.
Yeah.
Great talking, guys. Tyler, thank you.
I want to come across.
Yeah, come on. Come over, man. Come over, middle of the morning, whenever. Yeah, come hang out. It'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, I'll be here. Bring coffee if you do. Bring something. Yeah.
Are you doing 24 hours too?
Yeah. So he brought his own bed. He said, "I did not. I'm gonna steal one of your cushions." Yeah. What's the link for this? I'd like to see what it looks like. Let me pull that up real quick. Oh, I love that. So hey, I did bring a fire pit that we could put out for later, if we want to have like fireside conversation. I brought my guitar. If we have anybody who wants to like sing, yeah. So, Man, I feel like the audio quality is not great on here. Do we have a better one? No? What's up, man? I'm Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan? I'm Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Good to meet you, man. You got some incredible eyes.
I do, because, it's a blessing.
Man, look at that. Like bright blue eyes, man. You got some. Yeah. Hey, man, you want a slice of pizza? They just dropped a slice of pizza. You want a slice?
I love a slice of pizza.
Come on. Come on.
Never say no to pizza.
Come on, man. Come on. Here, I'll let you grab your own.
Oh, Lordy, have mercy.
Come on. I don't know if we got napkins. Let me see if there's napkins. No. Maybe someone will be able to grab us napkins. We'll see. We'll see. You got any napkins over there? Well, so Jordan's here. Someone brought us some pizza. So we're gonna share some pizza and talk. Yep.
This was a question that came up amongst all of the guests a couple of times. If this would ever become a respite mission again?
Respite?
Yeah, so we sleep in the daytime?
Oh yeah, great question. Could you hear him ask that? So,
All right.
ask that one more time, Jordan.
A lot of the questions that we were talking to each other about was one of the questions was if this would ever become a respite mission where people can sleep in the daytime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great question. So, give me a sec. So, do you mind me asking a couple questions before I say that?
That'd probably be all right, yeah?
And you answer them or don't answer them, whether you want. But just for people who don't know, are you currently a guest at the mission?
Yeah, I'm currently a guest here.
So Jordan, you're currently a guest. How long you been staying at the mission?
Since about February.
Since February. And your question is, will we ever get to a place where people can sleep during the daytime at the mission?
Yeah.
Yep. And so my short answer is going to be yes, absolutely. But I'd be more interested, and I think it'd be really good for people to hear this. Why do you think it's important for people to be able to sleep during the daytime? Because that's going to be something I think people need to hear.
I think it has a lot to do with the walking around can make people very tired, and people sometimes have a hard day or a hard night. Some of the volunteers, they stay up at nighttime, they get to sleep during the daytime.
Yep.
And it sounds really nice.
Yeah.
So the flu season is coming, and people usually rest a lot to get better.
Yeah. So you think that having times when people can actively sleep during the day would be better for their health overall?
Yes.
And I totally agree with you. There are, and I don't know that people listening will know this, but we've got people who work full-time. Some people work full-time and part-time, and they work grave shifts.
Yeah.
And they need to be able to sleep during the day. We also know that, some people, not everybody, but there are some people who, they're using right now, and with what they're using, they might have been up for the past 24 hours, 36 hours. They're coming down off of that. They need to sleep. And so being able to sleep during the daytime would be beneficial to their health as well. And promote being able to say, man, we want to see you.
I would ask, like, personally, I play music.
What do you play?
I play guitar and drums.
You got a guitar here?
No, that's just the thing. You can't have personal possessions like instruments here.
Listen, man, we got a couple guitars here. Find a guitar, come back, play us a song.
I don't know if my fingertips can take it.
No?
I've already been
No?
like trying to carve off the calluses from the guitar strings I play.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you're welcome to come sit down and play us a song, and
That'd be really cool.
I play guitar too.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like the Christian songs. Like.
Do that, Jordan.
All right.
That
cool.
would be awesome, man.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, you got any napkins, paper towels, anything?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There used to be a music room, or some of the other missions have music rooms, and that's why they don't allow instruments. I mean, I can understand not bringing a drum set with you, but.
So we need to build.
From some